CharlieSports.com's Monday Night NFL News Recap for Week 15. Summary of Game 1. Minnesota Vikings 30, Chicago Bears 12. Vikings were down Bears. Minnesota started this game well enough to take a 10-0 lead, but for a significant stretch of time couldn't find its offensive rhythm. Chicago forced Minnesota into 2 3-and-outs to start the second half, and despite converting just one of 11 third downs, the Bears managed to win the time of possession battle with an offense that didn't break 275 yards until the game entered its final 6 minutes. Bears need to do right by Caleb. Although Caleb Williams has been forced to run for his life for much of this season, he has proven he's the Bears' quarterback of the future. They've given him receiving talent. Next on the list, better protection and a coaching staff that can cultivate his development instead of asking him to play hero. Chicago's defense played well enough for a good portion of this game to make it competitive, but the offense failed to show up, no matter how hard Williams tried to bring it to life. Summary of Game 2. Atlanta Falcons 15, Las Vegas Raiders 9. Cousins, Falcons still have problems offensively. Plenty of time and digital space has been spent covering Kirk Cousins' recent struggles, and while he finally ended his touchdown pass drought Monday night, he still wasn't good. Cousins completed 11 of 17 passes for a whopping 112 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception thrown over the middle, an area that has plagued him in 2024, appearing hesitant and frantic in the pocket, often resorting to desperation throws headed nowhere to just avoid the worst while also facing pressure on 50% of his dropbacks. Atlanta stays alive. For all of the concern and negativity expressed in the first point, the Falcons can fly back to Georgia knowing they kept their hopes alive. After 4 straight losses, including 2 in blowout fashion, they certainly needed a win, and they can thank the scheduling gods for gifting them a trip to the Death Star, a stadium in which only one thing has perished in 2024, the Raiders' playoff hopes. Atlanta's didn't die Monday night, with the ugly win moving them to 7-7 in an NFC South race that is separated by just 1 game. The Falcons essentially have to win out in order to give themselves the best chance of making the postseason, which means they'll have to find a way to beat the Commanders in Washington between home dates with the Giants and scrappy Panthers. Thank you for visiting CharlieSports.com Sports Wrap page. We can't wait to recap the results on this page.